today we're going to be covering my new and latest build, which a lot of you have seen on my stream and asked about it, which is my legend grouping tank build. Now, I have seen a lot of YouTube videos. I've even seen the Wids one where you're using the Flamer build for increased DPS and reduced damage from front and behind the shield. But with extensive testing, the shield is too weak and a lot of the talents actually bug out. So what talents may you ask that is? Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to flip over to the live screen here, and I'm going to show you. So on the backpack, the talents that do not work, okay? Protector. When your shield is damaged, you gain 5% bonus armor. All other allies gain 15% of your armor bonus as a bonus armor for 3 seconds. We tested this last night. It doesn't work. Okay. The next one is on the chest piece. Scrolling down, and it's called Point Man. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your bonus armor to all other allies. This kind of works, but I'm not sure if it works as intended. It is a completely 50-50 chance. The other one is 0 Fs. When your armor is depleted, you gain 100% of your armor. That is actually not bad, and I was actually contemplating about it in the build, but I found that the Tardigrade armor system is actually the best in slot. And I'll go through that in a minute. So what we're going to do here is, first off, I'm going to show you the build, like I do normally now, and then I will show you gameplay afterwards. So starting off, the weapons, it doesn't matter on your main 2 slots, you can use whatever you want. I use the LMG with the Negev, with steady-handed for unlimited ammo. Basically, I can just constantly hit the target, and I use a Vector with a little bit of damage to armor, or I would use the Banshee or something just for a little bit of fun. The main weapon for this build is the Liberty. And the reason for that is you gain a stack of, on each hit, goes up to 30. So what I would do is I would shoot the chest like 10 times, and then I would shoot the head, and it will repair my shield while in combat. And in Legendary and Heroic and Raid, it is really a mandatory thing because you will take a lot of damage front on. Now, gear set. What I'll be using is the 4-piece bonus from True Patriot. Now, I have got a really okay rolls on these, so, and mods. The mods on each of these are all incoming repairs. The reason for that is, what it does is, I've noticed that it actually, when you do the white dots or whatever, you receive a stacking debuff, amplifies, blah, 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 shooting an enemy, repairs your armor and your allies' armor. I don't know if it works for the allies, but for me, I can literally go from 0 armor to full armor in like 3 hits. And really, really handy. And I've got that on all my PCs, apart from repair skills. That should be a different one, but yeah, we'll keep that for there for now. That's because I'm using the Bloodsucker. We were testing this out last night in the Dark Zone. The backpack that I would normally use is, where is she? The True Patriot one. But you could use the Bloodsucker with it. The Bloodsucker, as long as you don't use the glitch, the Bloodsucker is actually really effective. Every time you kill an enemy, it gives you a stacking bonus armor of 10%. Now, as you'll be up front and dealing with the AI, that's a primary for you. It's actually really, really handy. And I got quite a good damage roll on it. I could replace some of these other ones, but like I said last night, I wasn't too fussed, just playing around with it. Okay, then on shield, I'm at 6 right now. I am looking for an overcharged backpack or knee pads or something to replace. But for mods on the shield, I don't really have anything too great right now. I have the 4% damage to enemies or deflector damage. I haven't found a better roll on that. Active regeneration at 4.2 and shield health at 4.3. So it's not a major upgrade. I use the Stinger Hive just for applying a bleed effect onto the enemies just to annoy them even more. I don't use Revive Hive. I very rarely get knocked down. I can stand toe-to-toe with melee enemies, chungas, anything that's big. It doesn't matter. I can refresh my armor and heal just as quick. For the body armor, like I said before, I use the Tardigrade system, and the reason for that is when you or any of your allies' armor breaks, they gain 8% of your armor. Now, right now I have 1.6 million armor, so they gain 80% of that, which is about a million armor, or about 1,020,000, give or take. For Shd stats, I'm stacking full 100% going into offensive weapon damage, which is where I'm going to be doing most of my damage. I'm not doing any crits or any crit hit damage at all. For defense, I'm going into half health, half armor. For skill utility, I'm using skill damage for my nasty bleed ability, and the reload speed is my primary down at the bottom. And that is it for basic build. What I'm going to do next is jump over and show you guys some gameplay. First I'm going to do a heroic, and then after that I'll do some dark zone, and I'll show you a little bit of each. You can do this build in the dark zone, and it's very powerful, but with all the broken builds out there right now, it is very dangerous because you can get, like, there's so many people using the Bloodsucker glitch or the ongoing directive bleed builds, which we'll cover in another video. I am working on an SMG bleed build as we speak. So in the meantime, I'll leave you guys be. Thanks very much for tuning in. Don't forget to drop us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. And also, I'm live most days on Twitch at Dare. Alright guys, thanks very much.
D complex. Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
Fire on that shield! Shit!
Another agent has joined your group.
You gotta be able to take that shot! Can't move! He's healing! I had better find some new armor. You let them in. I'll let you answer. Take that shield. Come on, girl. Take him down. Time to reset the armor. Shit.
Active terminal detected.
See if you can hook Isaac into that terminal and get us some intel.
They're heading for the admin terminal. Stop them! What the hell?
Connection established. DCD data stream enabled.
Alright, let's see what we've got. There's an active lab on the north side close to you. Your first priority should be to shut that down. Looks like the best way to take the lab offline is the decontamination protocol.
That's just a fancy way of saying everything gets sterilized.
Isaac's not detecting the gas needed for the decon process. They must have disabled the line.
Hit the main fuel line in the basement. That should get it flowing again.
Open the fuel line. That should give the decon protocol enough gas to run.
They're in the basement! Somebody involved in this. They're bleeding! That asshole's got armor! Die! Legit? Fuck! What's this? I'm exposed here! This for real? What the hell? Guys! Wardrobe! Armor coming up. Bring it on!
An agent needs assistance.
Let us bring them justice! Let us need ammo! I'm all cut up! Yeah, they're dead! Anyone else taking this many hits? Fuck off! Anyone got spare ammo? Take this! I have you!
The decontamination protocol can be initiated from a panel in the lab above you. Stay put once you pull the trigger and you should be safe. Top floor, you can't miss it. It's right in the middle of the lab.
Virus samples detected.
guess you could call that clean.
You should be able to access the morgue at the far end of the West Wing construction site. If they haven't been disposing of the corpses properly, we could have another outbreak on our hands.
Spread out and search for them. They could be anywhere. They're hit!
I think the outcasts are using blood from an asymptomatic carrier. Someone who's infected but doesn't show symptoms. If I'm right, they're weaponizing green poison and turning it loose on the city. Destroy anything that might be contaminated.
Don't let them break the bats!
Evelyn's the head of the outcasts. If she's an asymptomatic carrier, they've got an endless supply of the virus to play with.
Agent, your route out is going to take you into the DCD research library.
Hey, while you're in there, do me a favor. Recover everything you can on broad-spectrum antivirals.
Hill.
DCD's data analysis lab is just ahead. See what data you can grab for Kelso.
Data transfer initiated. Data transfer completed.
You're clear to get out of there. With the lab and samples destroyed, I don't think the outcasts are going to be able to do much else from here.
Thanks for getting me that data to play with.
Hostiles are moving to your position. Suggest an egress through the courtyard to avoid getting boxed in.
Here they come. Be careful.
Grenade! Run! What was that? That's you!
You have left.
So there we have it. I've done the first. I've done a heroic mission with literally 0 to no effort whatsoever, and that is basically how the build works. You tank everything, you shoot it in the chest, you shoot it in the head, you get your armor back, you drop your hive. When you feel up to it, lay down your minigunner for extended damage on a whole lot of ads. Boom, boom, boom. Control the ads with the what you call the sticky grenades. Perfect. I hope that helps you out, guys. I will drop it if you would like to see some more of this build. I'm not going to do the Dark Zone build like I said earlier on because there's no one on. But if you'd like to see more, you can tune in on my Twitch. I use this build every day. It is my baby. So see you guys all on the next video. Thanks very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and show your support. Thanks very much, guys.